I'm Raven, and welcome to the Journeyman Project 2, Buried in Time, the epic time travel adventure. Subtitle continues. This follows on from my Pegasus Prime playthrough. However, unlike Pegasus Prime, I believe that this is... Pegasus Prime was a remake of the Journeyman Project 1, which they did to bring it more in line with these sequels. So, unlike that one, this is, as far as I'm aware, the original game version of this game. This is a blind Let's Play. Obviously, I've finished the Journeyman 1, but I have not played the Journeyman 2, nor the Journeyman 3, beyond the demo CD for Journeyman 3, which was many, many years ago. Let's begin with the interface overview. I imagine
the jumpsuit's navigation buttons allow you to turn left and right, look up and down, and move forward in the direction you're currently facing. A lit navigation button means that you can turn or move in that direction. You'll stop walking forward when you reach the next decision point. You can scroll through the items in your possession by clicking the up and down arrow buttons located next to the item list. Clicking the Inspect button between the arrows brings up an information screen on the selected item. To pick something up, click and drag it from the view window down into your inventory and let go. To use an inventory item, click and drag its picture icon into the main view window and drop it on top of the object you want to use it on. Items used by or on your jumpsuit are activated by simply clicking on their pictures. Biochips are program modules that allow the jumpsuit to perform specific tasks. Biochips may be added to the jumpsuit to give it new functions. To activate a biochip, click on its picture in the inventory item icon window. This will bring up a control panel for that biochip. To get information about what a biochip does or how it works, click the Inspect button. The final element of the jumpsuit's interface is the message window. This display will alert you to any situations or dangerous conditions that you need to be aware of. Pay close attention to the information displayed here. It could save your life. For further information on the jumpsuit and its interface, see the Buried in Time instruction manual or access the file's biochip after starting the game.
Alright, now that was slightly different to the interface overview in Pegasus Prime. I guess we have very little choice in the matter. obviously we're going to do this on adventure mode, not walkthrough, and naturally we shall play the introduction. Let us begin. Nope, no, not, not that one. Let us begin. Buried in Time.
First visit, Earth has been officially admitted into the symbiotry of peaceful beings.
Gratitude that I honor you, Gage Blackwood, with the Paragon Medal for valorous service.
Conference this morning, the government admitted the existence of the Temporal Security Agency, an organization.
The arrest of Elliot Sinclair can be attributed to Agent 5, Gage Blackwood, who single-handedly defeated Sinclair's men.
Quick, there's not much time to explain. They'll be here any second. Yes, I am you. I've come from the future. We've been framed. Now, whatever you try to do not interfere with what's about to happen. The suit I'm going to transfer over to you will keep you close, so just stand still and watch. When it's all over, you'll be pulled 10 years forward in the future to my present. From there out, it's all up to you. Oh, and I've hidden more information inside of you. You'll figure out what I mean. Here comes the jumpsuit.
Come on, Gage. Let's go.
Alright. They took a page out of Mist there with a little fly-through, which is all... it's all good. I need to check just one thing, so I'll be back in just a moment. Alright, so, as expected at the end of Pegasus Prime, that was indeed the introduction to Buried in Time that they showed us right at the end there. And it seems that they managed, they listened to a few of the things I had to say back in the 1990X. They actually gave you a helmet, so you're not going to suffocate to death. It looks like they're giving you some decent armor plating, so you're not going to get shot by toxins, perhaps. Now, do we have any option menus? Any option menus? No? Maybe not. Okay, in that case, I'll keep an eye on the audio, but the music may be just a little bit overpowering. None of these buttons seem to do anything. Let's have what we got. We got a blank biochip, cloak, evidence, files, interface, and a biochip just for jumping. Okay. And the same as Pegasus Prime, we have ourselves a little window into the world. And I guess that where we had the items down on the left and the right previously, this will be essentially our center panel. Oh, cool. We already have some jump coordinates. Interesting. Navigation. Okay, so we can navigate left, right. Oh, that's up. Forward. Forward. Numpad? Okay, yes, there we go. Numpad. Alright. Numpad. Someone's playing a sweet solo there. Oh, look at this. Gage has got an action figure collection. Ooh, get a little magnifying glass as well. He's got an action figure collection. He has an action figure of himself.
Since you're getting this message, I'm assuming everything went well. Now, before you do anything, you need to understand that the role of the TSA has changed in recent years.
In addition to the security unit, there's now another team whose job it is to research history. That's the team I was on. That is, until someone altered history at 4 of my research mission locations. They weren't major changes, just enough to create temporal ripples. When another agent discovered the temporal ripples about a week ago, I was suspended and put on house arrest. Then they discovered some evidence, and by the next day I was already on trial. I had just about given up hope last night when it hit me. I'm being watched, but you can still prove that we're innocent. So I've decided to break house arrest and jump back in time to get your help. Right now I'm probably in jail. If they know where I am, they won't be looking for me. You'll be free to jump to any of my research mission locations to see what's going on. Now pay attention. This is important. Go to each of the 4 time zones and gather as many clues as you can find. Try and discover what's been changed and how. I've programmed the jumpsuit to auto-record any evidence you might find. Oh, and one more thing. I don't know if this has anything to do with what's going on, but I was at the TSA a couple weeks ago, doing an unscheduled check of the security grid. I noticed something was wrong. It seems a couple of the feedback jumpers had gotten crossed. A good portion of the security grid was compromised for I don't know how long. Anyone with the right information could have gotten into or out of the TSA, the Pegasus warehouse, or any of the restricted areas without even being seen. I'm still not sure why I'm being set up, but I think this might have something to do with it. Be careful. Our life is on the line.
Okay, that's not what I was expecting to see. What are these other action figures? Are they going to talk to me too? Oh, so it is. I didn't even recognize it at first, because it's very different from the Pegasus Prime version. Oh, brilliant. This is great. It's a nostalgia trip before we even have any nostalgia. At least it doesn't shoot any poison darts. Bit strange that they'd make action figures out of what is essentially temporal criminals. Right. I'm going to go and see if I can find the manual, so I can see whether I can reduce the music a bit, because I think the music is a touch overpowering. I'll be right back. And I'm back. I don't see any way to turn the music down, so I believe we just are how we are. I suppose before we explore this surrounding, we should probably have a look at all of these biochips. So, the blank one is in fact blank. The cloak turns on. Do I have any sort of... I mean, I guess that must be the energy level, perhaps, this red thing. I don't seem to be able to move, so I guess the cloak is stationary only. That just seems to blink. The evidence, let's have a look. Oops. Yeah. So, object analysis. Name, biochip evidence. I've programmed this optical memory biochip to catalog any evidence you find. It'll record everything you see, but evidence will be indexed so that you can queue it up quickly. Alright, so... Manual temporal anachronism scan mode activated. Okay, I'm not quite sure what that means. Review. No evidence collected. Use locate function to identify evidence. I see. Files. Alright. Background. Oh boy, here we go again. Development of technology. Ah, right. Looks like I get to do a lot of reading. The world's first time machine, known as Pegasus, was the brainchild of part-time historian and full-time physicist Elliot Sinclair. In 2311, after seeing Sinclair's time-bending experiments, the government contracted him to build a full-scale operational time machine. The purpose of this device was to explore our past, as well as to discover the truth behind many disputed historical events. Just 4 years after the project was begun, the world's first time machine underwent its first test run. I guess a lot of this is what was covered in the first game. The test run would be the first and last time that Pegasus would be used for research purposes, due to mounting concern by government officials that such a device could lead to the accidental permutation of our history. The project was discontinued. Sinclair was forbidden to ever work on time distortion projects again, and with the illicit construction of time travel devices now being a very real threat, the government secretly set up the Temporal Security Agency as a means to safeguard history from sabotage. Ooh, there's a scroll down on this one. As had been expected, the Earth's incorporation into the symbiotory of peaceful beings brought with it astounding advances in technology. These advances aided the TSA in developing the next generation of time machines. The Time Displacement Unit, or jumpsuit, incorporates an entire time machine into a mobile self-contained unit. The greatest advantage of the jumpsuit is that it can forge its own null-time tunnel from one location to another, eliminating the need to return to the present between jumps. Oh, that's nice. This new technology rendered Pegasus obsolete. That's a shame. And in August of 2325, the time machine was dismantled. Its huge generator was destroyed, and the smaller core elements put into storage in a location known only to the agents of the Temporal Security Agency. I'm guessing that those have gone missing. Oops, wrong button. It's a freaking Brachiosaur Diplodocus. Along with the development of the Time Displacement Unit came a rethinking and restructuring of the Temporal Security Agency. Gone were the days of historical security relying entirely on one agent using one machine. Now multiple agents had the freedom to move through time at will, and several years had gone by without incident, changing the prevailing opinion on the danger of time travel technology. In 2327, the decision was made to expand the Temporal Security Annex to include a historical research team. This team, self-dubbed the Deep Time Unit, is comprised of 4 individuals who are each responsible for researching and recording various periods of history. It's a nice idea. Make sure I didn't miss any scroll down bars. I did not. Agent dossiers. Oh man, we have a lot of dossiers. Okay, so Agent 1, Yakamura Gale. Agent 2, Neil Geddy. Agent 4, hey, where's Agent 3? Alan Carver. Oh, I guess Agent 2 was on the other team. Alan Carver, Selene Flores, Marcus Warner, and Vladic Yasignova. And there we are, Agent 5, Gage Blackwood. Okay, that all seems fairly straightforward. The Time Displacement Unit, more commonly known as the jumpsuit, is the Temporal Security Agent's mode of time travel. Each of the TSA's 10 jumpsuits have been coded specifically to the DNA of the agent to which it has been assigned, and cannot be used by anyone other than the assignee. Unauthorized tampering with the suit will result in the self-destruction of its neurocircuitry. Though the jumpsuit offers freedom of travel, it does not provide the agent with much protection. Really? For this reason, it has been equipped with a cloaking technology that renders it invisible to onlookers. This feature is vital to the members of the Deep Time Unit, who must exercise extreme discretion while researching the past. However, as moving destroys the illusion of invisibility, the suit's navigation buttons are disabled while it is cloaked. There we go. But that's weird, because it's got the whole onion bro thing going on. It's well bulked and padded and what have you. That surely offers you some level of protection. The jumpsuit has also been equipped with an oxygen rebreather, thank God for that, and compressed air supply for environments with little or no oxygen. This reserve immediately refills when the agent returns to an oxygenated environment. And apparently a jump ability. Alright, so those are the files. Biochip interface. Interface biochip controls all file and computer control functions. Ah, okay. Save, restore, pause, end game. So, rather than just putting that on escape, which causes the game to ask if you want to quit. Transition speeds. That's nice to be able to tweak that. I don't know what that means. I guess that's all there is there. And jump. Oh, right, jump. Not frickin' Anthony. Not jump. As in temporal jump, not jumping. Alright, that's enough chips. Let us take a look around. Okay, so we looked at our action figures. It beeped. I don't know why it beeped, but it did. Anything interesting to look at here? No, not the solos. Enough of the solo. I guess that looks like a food dispenser or something. I know Gage said he left some clues behind, and I guess that figurine was the clue. Ooh, what's all this then? Val 9000, Universal Domestic Replicator. Press menu key. Sure. Ooh. Auto Chef. He's still on that diet, is he? Unable to process your request. You have already replicated the allotted meals for the current date and time. Thank you for using Auto Chef. Lunch? Dinner? Snack? Ah, come on. Shopnet? Enter product datum code? Okay, so I guess we can order stuff off the shopnet, perhaps. I'll make a note of that. What is this place? I guess this is his apartment. I'll call it the apartment and just assume I'm not going to be proved wrong. Beep. Shopnet. I guess if I order anything off the shopnet, then that probably gives away the fact that I'm not in jail. 6-digit code. As usual, the journal that I'm writing in will be available to be seen in the bonus video once I've finished the game. And postbox. Nothing. Alright, well that was fun. Looks like we can walk around this central aisle a bit. All the way around. Not seeing anything here. Is that an oven mitt? It is an oven mitt. Oh yeah, I can look up and... I keep forgetting I can look up and down. Cool. I can open and close the oven. Let's leave it open. Oh, I thought about it closed. They thought ahead to that one. Let's just make sure there wasn't anything up or down here. Ooh, hello. What's this? What? I'm sorry, in the future, they have mugs that can tip over, spill their content, and then suck the content back into the mug. That is incredible technology. Think of all the kitchen towel you save with the self-spill cleaning abilities. Anything? No? Ooh, what's this? Drinking birds. Oh yeah, drink that. Drink it. Oh, they take it in turns. That's so polite. Alright, let's... Oops, nope. Oh, this navigation's gonna take some getting used to. It's a bit like when you first play... Well, not you, but when I first played Myst 3 Exile and you could do the whole 360. That took a lot of getting used to. Anything interesting down here? Ooh, what's this? It appears to be some sort of trophy or something? I can't really quite read it. A square-headed book stopper.
Antique books for display purposes only. Please do not touch.
Ah.
Antique books for display purposes only. Please do not touch.
Is this in my apartment or what? Do I not own this stuff? Okay, so the metronome isn't antique. That's fine. Disturbing. Haunting. Hi, look at that digital wristwatch. Nice. Alright, nothing there. I saw somewhat get the feeling this is all going to be fairly fluffy stuff.